Hello, my dear viewers. Welcome to this coffee cup reading. This coffee cup is for all Pisceans and it's for the month of September, a little bit over 2025. Welcome, my dear viewers. Welcome, my dear Pisces. I hope you'll enjoy this reading. I hope it supports you seeing, understanding what's coming, what's hidden, what the heavens or the universe wants to tell you, all aspects of your life, different areas. That's what the coffee does. And it determines how much it wants to let you know. Sometimes it might go into next year, it might go further. So I hope you will enjoy it. It is very deep and it is very detailed, as always. Here is your cup. It looks magnificent. Absolutely incredible. Wow, there's so many things happening here in your life. All right. Before I start, I'd like to welcome each and every one of you and thank you all for your support and watching the videos. The more you're watching and watching them to the end, the more you're supporting my health, and I'm in gratitude for that. So please always continue your support by watching 2 to 3 extra videos a week in support of me. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to my health. My dear Pisces, I'd like to take this opportunity to wish you all the best in everything you're doing in your life, in every area. And let us begin. If you're new to this reading, I want you to know, to be aware of, prior to this, I meditate, usually an hour of meditation, and I'm given a lot of information, which I write down on a piece of paper and deliver to you at the end of this reading. So stay tuned for that. And now I will begin. Okay, let us see what's going on. Right, this is very interesting. Very interesting. It looks to me like there's something mysterious that you're thinking about. It's like as though, okay, a mystery is here. It looks to me like something is hidden and you're feeling it maybe intuitively. You're feeling like there's something that you need to know. It's like there's something mysterious hidden, and it's like you're searching for it in a way. There is a search within you. This is very much connected to the truth, and it's connected to change, and it's connected to uplifting you to a higher level of position in life. That's what it's all connected to. I see that there is something from the past that's waiting for you to be discovered. Divine timing is not yet. It's happening, and I think it's happening by next year, 2026. But for now, what I'm seeing is a lot of hidden factors from this month of September, continuing for another 18 weeks, from September, 18 weeks over. You are going to go through a lot of realizations, a lot of truth. So much truth is going to be revealed that you are going to go through a lot of wanting time out and, to process everything. Some of it could be deception. Some of it could be the raw truth, the one that usually people can't handle. Some of it will cause you anxiety. Some of it will be... Some of it is most of all is going to help you see where you stand, see the path ahead. You will know about timing, about everything, and where you're heading. In the very near future, you're uniting with someone. Not now. There's a no here for something you're thinking maybe now, about now. It says no, but you are uniting with someone. What you're thinking, or maybe in your private time, you're thinking about some hidden mystery or something unknown. It's like maybe you're seeing someone in your dreams. There's something you're feeling deep inside. I feel like there's a journey for you of meeting someone. But before meeting this person, someone from your past lives, but before that, I think you are now, it's not the time, now you are in the process of being given the strength and the power to be able to maneuver your way out of this darkness. There's a lot of darkness around you. You're in the midst of a lot of issues, perhaps not living the life you want, perhaps needing enlightenment. I do see that you do need a lot of wisdom in everything you're doing. You've got to listen to your inner, your gut feeling, or your inner, your higher self, your intuition. Not only your mind, like use your mind, but use your intuition so that you won't be regretting something later. Very important. I feel like you are going to be enlightened. Maybe deep inside you know you are going to lose something. Maybe deep inside you know you're trying your best to. Just bear with me. My TV was 1 second. All of a sudden it just got very cold. All of a sudden. Every now and then this happens. Okay. So, as I was saying, it's like as though something inside you knows that there is something that's going to happen that is going to remove you from where you are now, in the position where you are now. And you know, like you're feeling major changes coming, and there is fear, of course. There is, maybe that's why you're setting some emotional barriers, perhaps, to protect you from falling deep in love with someone. That could be one of it. Another, emotional barriers, so that it's like as though you need to set emotional barriers, because I feel like basically you're in denial. There's a part of you that's in denial. It's very hard for you to accept the reality of your problems. Some of you, not every Pisces, of course. It depends, what else is in you. But I'm seeing that here very strong. Some of you are going through that. Maybe the reality of your problems, that situations keep happening, reoccurring, and you don't want change, but deep inside you know there will be change. There is so much compromising that's needed at this point in time to resolve these issues. You do have a lot of issues. There is a relationship change. There are changes happening in your relationships. And there is so much doubt, so much suspicion. And maybe you're dealing with someone that there is a lot of suspicion. You've got to be honest with yourself. You've got to be honest with your feelings. It isn't the person that's the problem, my dear Pisces. It's you coming to terms with your true feelings, you coming to terms with reality, being realistic of what you want. What is it you truly want? You might be feeling guilty about the past. You might be worried, anxious about the future. That's not going to help your present. Your present now, you need to come to terms with the truth, the absolute truth of who you are, what you want in life. This is very hard because I feel like you deep inside of your heart, you know what the correct thing is to do, but you're not capable of doing it. And the correct thing is to leave a situation. You've been procrastinating and fighting to keep something happening, something which is destined to collapse. You had so many choices to do the right thing, or to do the correct thing, or to make the correct choice, but you're in limbo. You're distracted. And you're constantly running away from the truth and making the right decisions. And that's why there are so many problems. It's all to do with commitment. Committing to doing the right thing. It's incredible. It shows to me as though you're following your instinct, and your instinct is always getting you into trouble. It doesn't work. Sometimes there are selfish decisions being made, and that is bringing you a lot of problems, and that is bringing you sort of accusations and wars and conflict and shame and dishonor. There's all of those things. Something you should have done some time ago. There is another part, and this is really contradicting, because there's another part where they're saying be selfish and leave a situation that's no longer working. You can't keep taking accusations and abuse, or even abuse or conflict. Could be either one. Be selfish, leave. But you know what? There is separation. I see that without a doubt. There's separation between you and someone, and this is going to be slowly coming to an end. There is a karmic completion of a chapter where you have to learn a lot from someone. And maybe you're holding on to someone that you know it's very hard to let go of, and yet you want something else at the same time. It's like you're torn between doing this or that. Emotional balance is needed. Consideration for the other person is needed. Maybe it's because of that you've been prolonging and not taking the road where you have to leave a situation. You've been prolonging leaving due to holding on to someone or something that you truly care about, but your caring isn't strong enough to let go of what your needs are. Your needs are taking over everything. What you need is more than what you're getting. So that's a problem. I do feel like you are dealing with someone that's trustworthy, someone very wonderful. And that's why it's hard to let go. This person is very good. They're emotionally balanced. But they do get angry. And you probably think, why do they get angry? They get angry because of certain things that are injustices that happen. They know they deserve better. There's a torch here which shows you'll be shown the light. Ultimately, this situation is going to come to an end, even though there might be a battle, a conflict. You will reconciliate, but ultimately, deep inside, your higher self, your intuition knows that this is going to come to an end. Your determination is keeping it going. Someone else's sacrifice is keeping it going. Maybe even your sacrifice is keeping it going, but ultimately, you are going to grieve the loss of this situation because it's ending. This was a karmic situation to teach you about loss, to teach you about friendship, to teach you about disappointment in love and in friendship, because you have a very strong connection to this person. For some, it'll be end of a marriage, end of a love relationship. But always you'll have that hope for a better future, and that is wonderful. I do feel like there is a lot of sacrifice needed in this situation to continue for it to happen. But you know what? Nothing will be wasted, because you both will be learning from each other, moving on to the next life, next agenda in your soul's journey on this planet. So that's the reality. That's the true reality of the battles that each and every one of us go through in life. I do see a challenge will be met and overcome, and then finally you're resting from a major battle, a personal battle that you were in, trying to, feeling constantly anxious. Anxiety diminishes. It disappears after this chapter comes to an end. Every time you're alone with your thoughts, you're constantly thinking, preparing for the next battle. You know there'll be another one and another one. It's a long war. It's been a long war for a long time. But it ends. A chapter ends, a big battle ends, and then you're seeing the light. You're seeing the way. And slowly you will start healing. You're clearing the past. You're healing. Look at how now some of you might not even be here, and that's the sad reality. Sometimes the coffee talks about things that are going to happen, say, 6 months from now, but it starts talking about them as if it's happening now. That's what the coffee does. So you might not even be there now when you're getting to see this. And this doesn't apply to every Pisces. Different souls, different ranking of souls, they go through these things. Not everybody. You are going to be learning from the past. You're clearing the past and learning from it so that you can heal in the present. I also see you're clearing the air. There is clearing the air because someone you are about, not now, maybe in 6 months or even, within 6 months, I'd say. Perhaps even in 2026 this is happening. Early or thereof. We'll just say 2026, okay? I'm seeing next year, you're meeting someone that lives far from you. this great opportunity that you're meeting this soulmate that you are going to be overwhelmed with. Everything is going to be smooth sailing between you and this person. In fact, you're going to start a beautiful friendship, and then it turns into the most incredible love ever. But the point is that this is happening sometime, not now. It's taking its time. And the only difficult thing it's going to be is the distance between you and this person. There is going to be distance. Major decisions are being made now at this point in time, about your attraction to others, your temptation, your sexuality, your lust for adventure and love, all of that. This is major decisions. Decisions are going to be made now. And then comes the soulmate after all of this. The soulmate is someone that might have water energy like yourself, and they've also got strong earth in them. They've also got strong fire in them. So as for water energy that they've got in them, it could be Pisces like you, it could be Scorpio or Cancer. Earth energy could be Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. And the fire could be Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. We'll find out at the end which are the most or the strongest. You know, deep inside of the truth of all of this matter, to me, what it looks like is it's as though your heart and your soul are in something or someone and guiding you to the right thing. But your ego is resisting. It's like there's an internal battle of duality within you. But then, you know, it is within every one of us. But yours seems to be I think it's all to do with timing. To be quite honest, it's only timing that's causing all of this. Maybe you met someone at a time where you were not ready to settle. Maybe you're in a situation where timing is everything. Something has been missing. Something has been... That's why your ego is resisting. And that ego, your ego resisting, is going to put an end to this. And it's not because of your ego. It isn't your fault. It is because of timing that this has to end. It's a karmic situation where you have to learn from each other, and then you're moving on. Then a new beginning comes. The earth energy that comes in your life, you could be dealing with an earth energy also who's very hard worker. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Very strong. In fact, you have a lot of admiration for this person. They're hardworking. They create change. You're so proud of what they are and what they accomplish and what they stand for. And that's why it's making it hard to free yourself from this person. That's why you are so much into this person. And yet you are tempted, because temptation is always testing you. And that is the problem. That is the issue. You're not quite happy because of options that you might have. So there is a long journey before everything falls into place. It's a mental one, it can be physical also. But it will leave you wiser at the end, because at the end, no matter what we're going through, no matter how horrific it may be, no matter how conflicting it may be, ultimately we'll learn. We're here to learn. We're learning and expanding and becoming wiser. That's what does it. Experience does it. Stories don't do it. It's living it and experiencing it. But there is a spiritual development, that's for sure. I see another torch again. I saw the torch before. The torch again. Your awareness and your understanding is going to boom, is going to rise, it's going to heighten. And this is what's going to give you the enlightenment to show you the way, to show you what the best course of action is. Luck is going to be on your side. I see luck all over the place. I see the clever. In gambling, in good fortune coming your way, in luck draws like lottery, lotto. Use that. Use this time to play something. Play some lottery or lotto or something, because luck is on your side. I also see there could be a business that might be a bit risky. Just be aware of that. There are surprises, and there could be careers to do with working outdoors. That's another possibility. Or working away from home. Some of you are dealing with money, finances, investing money. Some of you will get large sums of money where you have to invest. But there are strategies needed. You need to study. You need wise strategies, using wisdom, not only intellect, using your wisdom. That means what? It means using your mind and knowing, okay, I'll invest this in this. This is really good. This is going to skyrocket. But then your wisdom is your inner self. Your inner higher self knows better and knows more, and it knows the future. So it might be reluctant. There will be that reluctancy within you, that anxiety. No, don't do it. You'll lose this money. So using wisdom, you put it in something that is concrete, something where it's not risky. You're not gambling. That's very important, because I do see large amounts of money coming to you, prosperity, materials prosperity, and there's also spiritual prosperity, which is that wisdom I was talking about. It's going to come to play when it comes to how to save your money. Not money saving, the money that's coming to you, how to preserve it, how to increase its value without risking it, how to develop a plan where you can manage your money and keeping it afloat, let it bring you money. But even if you do it on short, like looking at fast, quick returns, that's very dangerous. That's where people lose money. Even if you look in the long term, like making some money out of it within a year, investing it, for example, investing it in a house. If it's a lot of money, investing it in 2 or 3 properties and renting them out. That way you're getting rent. That's 2 birds with 1 stone. You're getting the rent from it, and also your yearly, it's going high in value. So that's something like that, more concrete rather than a gamble where there's loss. This is very important. I do see you being very generous. I do see you also being very understanding, very generous. And some of you might consider putting this into a business partnership. You might go into partnership with someone. There is a possibility of business partnership, teamwork. And I do see that hard work is going to be involved, but there is going to be profits, that's for sure. That is another possibility of business as possibility. Something around April is happening, or to do with someone that's born in April. My dear Pisces, April is Aries and Taurus, someone that might be born Aries and Taurus. But I do also feel, quite honestly, that April 2026, oh my God, April 2026, something about April 2026 came for someone that shocked me. It stayed in my mind. April, for Aquarius, oh my God. Those of you who have Aquarius in you, you will connect to this big time when it does happen, not now. Something about April. It came out for Aquarius, and I was shocked. Shocked. Never been shocked in the 7 years that I've been doing this channel, not to mention all my life that I've been doing everything else. I got shocked because April is marking a very important chapter in your life where you're having money. Not only are you having money, but you are wanting to leave, you want to explore, you want to go, there's a very difficult decision that you need to make. Okay, I'll just say this quickly before I get into that. You might be starting your business in April. April marks a very important time for you, 2026. One of which is exploration. I'm seeing you thinking of planning to go, to leave. You are facing a difficult decision because it's not easy for you to leave. Some of you even thinking of migrating, maybe relocating. And that's going to be a little bit difficult because you might be leaving family behind. But there's a lot of, you are very deep and very intelligent. And you know that this change is going to be very creative, very powerful for you. Now, some of you might be actually in September, you might be relocating with someone that's got Aries or Taurus in them. Or you could be a Pisces that might have Aries or Taurus in you. So there is that relocation without a doubt. That could be happening in September. But in April, something profound is happening where you are starting fresh, where you are getting a lot of compliments in regard to someone. Someone's very interested in you. They're very complimentary. You are very highly thought of with this person, to the point where you might be really considering something very deep with this person. But there is that kind of worry because they've got attention all around them. Maybe it's this person's very attractive. They do get, or they're very popular, that they've got a lot of people around them. So you might be getting a little bit worried about that. That's the only thing. Other than that, I'm seeing you being in a position where you're healing more when you're taking this decision. There's a lot of compassion in you. There's a lot of mysticism. There's a lot of sensitivity and romance happening. All from April onwards, you're making major decisions about relocating or moving to a place. Some of you could be relocating in September and leaving someone that's born in April behind. That could be that also. That is possible. Or moving with someone that is born in April. But I do see also here very strong, and I'm seeing the Virgo season again, September. So September marks another possibility for some Pisces. They are relocating in September. You've analyzed everything well. You know you need to work hard. And you know you got help. And you are very responsible. So I feel you will do well. I'm seeing the Virgo sign here, which is maybe you, my dear Pisces, have got Virgo in you. But mostly this is to do with September. September is when you are released from something. There is going to be a reconciliation. If you have been fighting with someone, arguing or disconnected in the existing relationship, there's going to be a reconciliation, and it's the reconciliation that's going to mark the beginning of a new life with this person. So that's for this year. And then there's love again, there's connection again, there's demonstration of love, taking action, showing your love and all that. But ultimately, I'm seeing that because this person is very beautiful, you are loving this person. There's someone that you're truly loving. This person will do anything for you, and you know that. And that's very, very precious. The more you go deep in your heart and think about this person, the more your heart opens and you start healing. Because you know there is chemistry. You know there is care. You know this person is... it's like this person is, it's very bizarre because there's a part of you that you see magic when you're with this person, to the point where you want to commit to them. And there's another part where there's something that's standing in your way. Now, don't forget, this is major because I'll tell you why. There's contradiction. There's a reason for contradiction. The contradiction is there are younger Pisceans in their 20s and 30s. They don't want to commit. They want their freedom. So there's always issues in regard to relationships we're talking about. Not in business. That's going ahead. Work is doing well. Money is coming. That's not the problem. But there are those Pisceans who are 35 plus or 30 plus, and they, or even 35, 40 plus, they might be in a position where they're meeting the one, and they want to spend the rest of their life and commit to this person because they see magic in them. There is that, without a doubt. But the younger ones, let's say 34, below 34, they're going through a process of a battle because they don't want to commit. They've found this miraculous person that they adore and they're so much in connection with, but they want to explore their options. They don't want to be tied down to a marriage or, so there is all of that. This is where the confliction is. This is where people sometimes don't understand it when they're doing readings. I don't know what's going on. Why is this contradiction? The contradiction is to do with the level of life where you're at. So 34 below don't want to commit, even though they find their soulmate. They don't want to commit. They want to try, but they keep failing because there's temptation. But the 35, 40 plus, they've reached to a stage where when they meet the soulmate, it's a done deal. They don't want to lose them. They'll put their life on the line not to lose them. That's what this is all about. Now, let's move on to the next level. The next level is I'm seeing air energy here. You're dealing with a strong air energy, but guess what? This air energy, wow, wow, absolutely wow. Remember I was saying Earth, 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 and I was saying September? This is a Gemini that has strong Virgo in them. So Virgo is very strong in this air energy. And Earth energy was very strong, and you need the Earth energy. And that's another reason why the confliction is there. You might be dealing, my dear Pisces, water sign. Water needs two things to thrive. They need earth and they need fire. And when you meet a person that's got earth and fire, you're in heaven. The only thing that what makes the battle is the communication, which is the air. The air makes the turbulence because maybe you meet them at a different timeline, So I won't go too deep into the elements, but I want to explain to you. You might have at 30 or even at 25 maybe or 29, you might have met someone who's your soulmate. They are fire and they are earth. And when you meet that, you've got it all in this person. Beauty, attraction, craziness, thoughtfulness, conscientious, will do anything for you. You lose it. You want to keep them, and yet life and temptation doesn't allow it to happen. So you keep failing, and that's what causes conflict. And that's why there's always battles and then reconciliations, because deep inside you want this person, but you met. That's why I was saying timing. Oh my God, now I get why timing was a problem. Timing, where you meet at the wrong timing. Timing was the problem here. Oh my God, I'm getting goosebumps because this is affecting a lot of Pisceans. That's why I'm getting the goosebumps. Because what I'm talking about is affecting a lot of Pisceans. But now, at the end of your cup, it shows into the future. And the future is 2026. And what I see is the older Pisceans, older meaning mature, 40 plus, they haven't met. They will meet their soulmate. And guess what? Their soulmate is air. And I'll tell you, it's air. And it's also fire and earth. And let me explain that. At this point in time, I'm shown that in September, you're overwhelmed with a Gemini, Virgo. Some of you are dealing with Libra, Taurus. Even the air, Libra, has got Taurus in them. They've got Taurus. Maybe their moon is in Taurus. Or, the ascendant could be Taurus, but they could be both Libra. Okay. So there's air and earth, without a doubt. And then you've got finally Aquarius. So the air energies are the people that you're dealing with on a high level. Someone that's got strong air. But the strongest two signs out of three had earth in them. Gemini with Virgo, Libra with Taurus. Okay? We've cleared that. Then comes the fire. And the fire is double, very strong in this person. So they might have Leo in them, Leo leading the way, Sagittarius second, and then third Aries. So they've got strong fire energy, and they might have double fire in them. So there's double. Then I see earth energy. And what? Earth energy is double too. Here we go. And what have we got? We've got Virgo with Gemini. Oh my God. 4 Virgos. 4 Virgos with Gemini. Not 1, not 2, not 3. Again, like the other one, there was 3 Geminis with Virgo. Now I see 4 Virgos with Gemini. That makes it 7. That makes it the majority of Pisceans are going to be dealing with Gemini, Virgo. Oh my God. Oh my God, the Taurus now. The Earth. Remember we had Libra with Taurus. Now I got Taurus, 1, 2, 3 with Libra. So, this is incredible. I love it when it's this clear. You are going to be dealing with an earth, air energy with fire in them. And that's going to be an incredible soul connection. This is someone that satisfies every area of your life. From intelligence to care, compassion, sensuality, all of it. And that's why sometimes you get stuck to the point of no return. You want to leave, but you can't. Now, let's go to the water energy, which is a blend of you. Now, if they've got water in them, then that's a done deal. This is a pure soulmate. Because you are water and you blend well together. You need fire and earth to be able to move, to be able to thrive. And this person's got the earth and they've got the fire. Now, the water that's in them, the strongest one is Cancer. Then comes Pisces and then Scorpio. But Cancer leading the way, and then Pisces, like yourself, and then just a little bit of Cancer. As for star signs like Chinese, I see the goat here, very strong. I see Chinese year of the goat. Wow. I see the monkey, Chinese year of the monkey. And then I see a Chinese year of the horse. The horse goes very well with the goat. Then I see the Chinese year of the snake. Then I see Chinese year of, what else? Oh, the dragon. There's the dragon. Chinese year of the dragon goes beautiful with the snake. And then what else is there? Yeah, it's an ox. Ox buffalo here, very strong. That goes well with the dragon. And then there is the tiger. Chinese year of the tiger goes beautiful with the ox buffalo. And then there is the rooster. Chinese year of the rooster goes exceptionally well with the tiger. And then there is Chinese year of the dog, and the dog goes beautiful with the rooster. And then there is the pig. Chinese year of the pig goes perfect with the tiger, and it goes excellent with the dog. Okay, and it goes perfect with the horse too. All right, now that we've established that, I'm going to go through and deliver to you everything that has come. Don't need the glasses now. Here we go. All the messages that have come to you from the heavens. It says, a token of victory and protection. A token of victory and protection. True healing removes the triggers. Oh, wow. Wow. A token of victory and protection is surrounding you, my dear Pisces. So you are protected. True healing removes the triggers. So when you truly heal, all the triggers that are causing the conflict are going to be removed. But in order for you to heal, the true healing might be connected to time. Time is the problem. In your life, my dear Pisces, timing is everything. That's very deep. Exactly what I was talking about. The ages. So if you're in an older section, you've gone through everything you needed to go, exploration and freedom, and had so much. But if you're in the younger years, that means in order to have true healing, that means it won't happen. You need time to heal it. To have true healing is about time, and that will remove all the triggers, all the temptations. Okay. It says intelligence and beauty. You might be dealing with someone very intelligent and very beautiful, quite honestly. They've also got wisdom. And that's why you are, especially if you're 35 below, you might be losing your mind over this person because they've got it all. Someone that moves you. They move your heart. You can't do without them. So if you're older and you meet this person, it's great. It's just the younger ones, the 35 below, are having these issues. This conflicting situation that I see here. The only way they're saying to have some inner peace is to silence your mind. Silence your mind to reach inner peace. Because this person moves you. They move your heart. They move your soul. Wow. There is, oh my God, look at this betrayal. There's an issue of betrayal. This is what I was talking about, temptation. There's a problem with temptation. There are, yeah, and especially if you're dealing with children, where there's children involved, a lot of understanding is needed. How will you make your child understand if there is all these conflicts and if there are accusations of betrayal or things like that? There's a lot of that happening. But there is, at the end of the day, I was shown a palm tree, given a palm tree, and this is all about abundance and victory at the end of the day. Soon you will see everything will be fine. It says God, okay, this is really shocking when I get things like this. God, fire energy, Leo. It's as though God is sending you someone that is fire energy and Leo. Leo was given to me. So fire energy here was very strong, and Leo was very strong also, if you go back and hear it. Now, let me go through all the initials here of everyone that you'll be dealing with on high levels. The more the numbers, the more on a high level, the majority of Pisces are going to be dealing with. So 3 times I was given the letter Y for yellow, or yes. 3 times I was given the letter E for, sorry, I'll just sit properly. Here we go. 3 times I was given the letter E for elephants. 3 times. In fact, I did see an elephant here. I forgot to talk about it, which is a spiritual journey. I saw one in your cup, but I got caught up in everything else. 3 times E, elephant. 3 times U for under, umbrella. 3 times A for Antarctica, Alaska. Twice R for Rome, 3 times C for Canada, Charlie, 3 times K for kangaroo, 3 times Q for quilts or quails. The rest are G for Georgia, grass, I for I am, V for victory, W for winter or willow, X for x-ray. X also is for shield, Sean, Sheila. I've explained it before. I don't want to explain it. Just trust me. F for fox and M for money. The last one is money. Is a number. And the number is number 5. And number 5 is all about changes. Profound, amazing changes taking place. It's connected to the Chinese year of the dragon. It is connected to, so you might be dealing with someone that's Chinese year of the dragon. The dragon was already there. It's connected to people that are born in May who are Taurus. Remember Libra Taurus? That was there 6 times. Taurus and Gemini. Remember Gemini with Virgo 6 times? So we're talking Taurus, Gemini. Both have earth and air. The Gemini was with Virgo. The Taurus was with Libra. They're united in one person. So you need to know that. So this is the person that might be overwhelming you, overwhelming your life. If you haven't met them, you will. And those of you who have met them, you're in conflict because you can't live without them. And you're constantly tempted. And the temptation is causing conflict. That's what I'm seeing. Tempted to want to leave, but not able to go. Because they've got so much in them that you can't find elsewhere. It's like you're stuck. Okay, so that's that. I can't wait to hear the feedback about all this. 5 is also May. So May is going to have a profound change in your life. The changes all starting September all the way to May. Remember I said April? April is the biggest one. April could be about integration with someone that you might be meeting the person. Everything is perfection that you want in them, but they have a distance. There's a distance between you. You have to consider, they have to consider, you have to consider. You might be negotiating relocation and migration because of the distance. There is something that's ending and something magnificent beginning in April. So April and May, you're going to be very busy. No matter what you're doing, you are going to be so busy meeting the one. Remember, the one. And the one has a lot of earth in them, has a lot of fire in them. And they might have air too. So there you go. That's the end of your reading. My God, my dear Pisces, that was incredible. I can't wait to hear your feedback. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the reading. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't. It's free. But mostly, please watch the videos. The more you watch, the more you support me. And I need your support very much so. My health needs your support. So if you watch 2-3 extra videos a week just for the sake of supporting me, that will mean the world to me. Everything I do is free in this channel. I don't do extras where you have to go and pay. Subscriptions are free. Everything is free. I don't believe in taking money from anyone for anything in regard to this channel. So everything I do is to reach out as many people who can't afford personal readings or anything. So I like to do as much as I can for free, to reach out to everybody who needs it. My dear Pisces, I do wish you abundance of blessings in every step of the way. I am sorry, but I hope the clarity helps you to see where you're at and why certain things are happening. You are not to blame, and the person you're with is not to blame. It's all about timing and some injustices that happen for us to learn. And that's what karma is. Karma is about coming in this world and learning, teachings and learnings. And sometimes these learnings can be teaching, and learning can be sometimes difficult. It's not easy. So, and if you ask why do I have to meet this person now when the timing is wrong? My perfect soulmate. That too happens for a reason, for you to learn what it's like to be with a perfect person, how to lose them because of timing, and then later on regret it. But maybe, just maybe, when you are ready, you might meet someone that might be even half of what that soulmate was, and that you will be in gratitude too, because you'll find bits and pieces of what you lost within that. So there are so many possibilities in this world and so many remedies, if only we have time to meditate and get in connection to our higher self. We get to foresee what's happening, and we get to heal our hearts, because ultimately conflict causes the major increase of cortisol, which is the major problem that causes inflammation all over our organs. And that is what's something very important that you need to prevent. Meditation does help you calm down if you are going through a lot of stress. And that's what I was getting from this coffee cup. Because don't forget, Pisces are all over the planet, and there's different Pisceans, different levels, but the majority, the younger ones, are going through a very conflicting time. And I feel very much for you. I feel a lot of compassion for you, for those of you who are in this situation. That's why I was so deep into it and trying to deliver some sort of light resolution that might help you overcome the conflict and the anxiety and the pain that comes from it. My deepest compassion with you in your hard times. My best wishes for you for what's coming, April onwards. So something magnificent is changing in your life, that's for sure. And it's going to be profound. You are going to be loving it. Not to mention, play the lotto and the lottery. Do play them, because there is a lot of luck happening here. There is fortune, and there was luck and chance. So play the lotto or the lottery. You've got the lucky numbers in the channel. You can just take a lottery and not play the numbers. It's up to you. But do play the bare minimum, $5-10, no more a month, every month, until you get this win. And start now. Start today. All the best. Best wishes, regards, sincere blessings, love, light, and peace. Namaste.